Welcome to Travel with Sean. I'm Sean, and today we are in Rothenburg of the Tauber. Rothenburg ob der Tauber means Red Fort over the Tauber River. This town is one of only a few towns in Germany that still have its original medieval walls. So there is a stone wall going all the way around Old Town, or Altstadt as they say in German. You can take stairs to go up onto the wall. There is a covered walkway, and it'll take you most of the way around the walls. You are going to have to get down and walk in the streets a little bit. But they're beautiful little streets with medieval looking houses. The town's located in the southern part of Germany, in Bavaria, on the Romantic Straße, and actually, or the Romantic Road. Actually, it is at the cross points of the Romantic Road and the Castle Road. Germany has another pathway set up to view a bunch of castles, and this town is in the middle of the two paths. It dates back at least 900 years. In 1077, there was a castle built here, a red castle built on the Tauber River, and that's where it gets its name, the Red Fort over the Tauber. And it's believed that the Celts lived here at least 100 years before the time of Christ. Rothenburg ob der Tauber is just 40 miles south of Würzburg and about 50 miles west of Nuremberg. Visiting Rothenburg is like stepping into a storybook. Everywhere you look, there's something straight out of a fairy tale. The architecture here is incredible. The town is surrounded by its perfectly preserved medieval walls, making Rothenburg ob der Tauber one of the best preserved medieval towns in all of Germany. That staircase on the left will take you up onto the walls, so you can walk along them for stunning views of the town. It's a step back in time with every stride. The walls were part of the defensive system that included watchtowers and gates. Today, the city walls offer a unique and picturesque walking experience. Visitors can stroll along the elevated walkway, enjoying panoramic views of the town and its surroundings. The walk provides an opportunity to see the red tiled roofs of the houses, the medieval architecture, and the charming layout of Rothenburg. Here you can see two watchtowers in the distance. The city walls are punctuated with several watchtowers, each with its own history and character. On the elevated walkway, you will cross the watchtowers. Some seem a little more than a larger space. Some have very little light, so it's dark when you cross the watchtower. Some may have a room that once would have been used for guards or other city officials. In this watchtower, it houses a museum. Here you can see that the access to the upstairs has been closed off to the public, to prevent visitors from going up there, which is probably for safety. It's picturesque everywhere you go. In some watchtowers, you can see where there once might have been stairs or ladders to climb up, but the public is not allowed to climb up the tower from the elevated walkway. The elevated walkway is not for everyone because there are some areas that require you to step up into the tower and step back down after passing through it. Settlement in Rothenburg's area dates back to 970 AD when a church was started in the village of Detwang, which is now a suburb of Rothenburg. About 100 years later, the first castle was built nearby for the Counts of Rothenburg. Rothenburg was chartered in 1172, which is also when its first fortifications were built. In 1241, Rothenburg became a free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire. This status granted the town a degree of autonomy and self-governance, allowing it to prosper both economically and culturally. Rothenburg thrived during the 14th through 16th centuries due to its involvement in trade, particularly along the Romantic Road, the Romantistrasse. The town became known for its wine production, trade fairs, and markets. Behind me is Henke's tomb, or Executioner's Tower in English. It was built in 1400 and was a residence for the executioner. Behind me is the Spitalturm, which in English means the hospital tower. It was built between 1370 and 1380, but in 1631 it was completely demolished and rebuilt. Rothenburg auf der Tauber has well-preserved city gates that serve as entry points into the town. The gates, such as Spittal gates that we just looked at, are not only functional but contribute to the overall ambiance of Rothenburg. You can tell that this entryway was well fortified. There are several gates that one has to pass through before you actually enter the town. Like many German towns, the 30 Years' War 1618 to 1648, brought significant challenges to the town. Being in Bavaria, it became a member city of the Bavarian Directory when Bavaria's Archduke split from the Holy Roman Empire in 1617 and became Lutheran. In 1631, a general leading a 40,000 man imperial Catholic army asked for winter lodging in Rothenburg. The city's council and senators denied his request and decided to defend Rothenburg and its Protestant belief. Rothenburg's heavy fortification was able to withstand a siege, but then the gunpowder tower blew up and destroyed parts of the city wall. Then Rothenburg had no choice but to surrender. The Catholic soldiers took revenge for the 300 comrades they lost in that short battle. They plundered the town and left 3 months later. Legend has it that the Catholic general made a deal with the town's mayor, whereby if the mayor could drink a 3¼ liter tankard, that's nearly 110 fluid ounces or 14 cups of Franconian wine, the general and his army would spare the town from total destruction. So, the mayor's ability to drink that tankard of wine without stopping saved the town. Additionally, the Black Plague depleted the town population drastically. So Rothenburg fell into insignificance for over 2 centuries. In 1802, Rothenburg even lost its status as an independent city and became part of the Duchy of Bavaria. In the 19th century, efforts were made to preserve and restore Rothenburg's medieval character. These paid off later that century when painters discovered the romantic town and their works helped to gain the attention of Bavaria, Germany, and the world. The town's well-preserved appearance today is a result of these restoration efforts, turning Rothenburg into a living museum of medieval architecture. This white building we're approaching ahead is called the City Council Tavern. It was originally operated by the City Council. It now houses the City Tourist Center. As we look to the left, we see the new town hall in cream brick and the old town hall in white. The original town hall began construction in 1250. In 1501, the eastern section of that town hall burned down, and then construction began on replacing that section. What we see now, this cream-colored, beautiful town hall, is the replacement attached to the old town hall. Together, the town hall and the city council tavern punctuate the market square. Just off the market square, we come to these beautiful half-timbered houses. The one on the right is an apothecary shop. The one on the left, the red and white half-timbered house, is called Fleisch- und Tanzhaus. The name means meat and dance house because it used to be a butcher shop and a dance hall. It was built on the foundations of the city hall, which burned down in 1240. Until 1700, the basement was a butcher shop, while the building above was a dance hall and a celebration venue. St. George's Fountain reflects the town's Christian heritage and signifies triumph over evil, featuring St. George in the middle, on horseback, slaying a dragon. Thank you for watching.
If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe down below. Your comments, subscription, thumb up, all help me grow my channel, and I appreciate your comments. Thanks again. Until next time, tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.